Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom.
Developer interviews.
Hello, my name is Neil Ticktin. I'm the editor-in-chief and publisher of MacTech magazine. We're here doing the TUAW MacTech developer interviews and talking with folks about what they're seeing with the new OSs and what they like about them, what they're doing, and how basically the new features may impact what they're doing and how that will come back to you later on. Here with us now are Paul de Benedictis and Doug McKechnie from Monumental Sounds. Thank you guys for coming and joining us.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah.
So, we're starting to hear some information out of Apple about what we're going to see with not just OS 10 and their new version of the software there, but also iOS 7. And first question I want to ask you guys is, what are you thinking about some of the things that we're hearing? What are your favorite features that you're seeing come out of Apple right now as they start to roll this out?
Well, for me, some of the sharing techniques they're going to be coming out with, being able to share images and video with other people in real time, is very interesting to me.
Cool.
And sound as well, because we're on the music side and the sound side of things, and that's going to be could be fun in the app, in the future versions of the app.
Are you guys thinking more along the lines of like AirDrop and and when you say sharing in that regard, or more through iCloud or whatever, or all of the above?
All of the above.
Okay.
All of the above, but the AirDrop.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll talk a little bit about more of that in a minute, how it brings around to what your guys' products are doing. But why don't we start with, why don't you tell us what Monumental Sounds is doing, what you guys are about, what are the products that you guys got out there? Give me a little bit of an idea of what you're doing there.
Well, we are artists and musicians, and for the last 30 years we've been involved with the Golden Gate Bridge in a rather unique way, in that we've captured the sounds of the bridge and we've created music made with the sounds of the Golden Gate Bridge.
Very cool.
And for the 75th anniversary, we decided that we would not only create a piece of music to celebrate the bridge, but also a movie. And then, because apps were sort of coming online at that point, we decided, why not create an app so that anyone could play the Golden Gate Bridge, which is basically what we have here.
Cool.
And that has propelled us into an extraordinary place, developing this app and making it musical so that people can play the Golden Gate Bridge.
It's funny, I have this image in my mind of watching the videos of Skywalker Sound going out there and tapping the cable on the bridge and whatnot in order to get some of the lightser sounds and some of the other things that are out there.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Very similar.
Very cool. You were going to say
And well, just that we became developers from this idea of creating art and creating music and doing the film and so forth. So we're a little bit different on the platform, and the app is pretty unique. We put it in the music category because you can play music with it, but we almost wish there was some other category in apps that you could find us in and search. And
it's interesting. I don't know if you've ever seen Steve Jobs speak when he was alive and whatnot, but he spoke many times about Apple was at the intersection of you'd see the signs, right? The intersection of liberal arts and technology, and he was trying to be at that place. So I think actually it's not so much about being unique. I think you're actually well placed in that this is a lot of what the Apple platform is about. Even if you can't find the right category on the App Store, I think you're in the right place for what the
we
market
feel
is
that
about.
too.
Well, yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah. And Apple has always been really strong for sound and music.
Right.
I've been a musician and worked with Apple since the Apple II.
Yeah.
And
in fact, you guys will probably know who this is because I can't remember the guy's name at this point, but the startup sound on the Mac
Jim Reeks
is Jim Reeks playing guitar, and they did that chord just for that, and it's right down to the core. I mean, that's it, right down to the core. That's what's going on. So
that's always been.
Why don't you take a quick moment to show us a little bit about what you're doing there?
Well, here's the app, and this image was created by Richard Taylor, who did the Columbia logo on television, and very fine special effects director. And when you strum the bridge, and you can change keys, you can create rhythms, which already are there in a way, and then play along with them. You can change the sounds.
Go ahead.
etc. and so forth.
That's the foghorn from the
Okay.
bridge.
Now, you won't be able to see this on camera, but there's actually a vibration in each of the cables that are going down, and you can see the cable actually vibrating as you're playing.
Absolutely. And then we have the original sounds
Right.
from the bridge itself. The main cable is an extraordinary sound. It's huge, and when coming through large speakers, the foghorns. This is one of the more innovative ones that we did 25 years later, which is the cars going across the separators on the bridge create a really interesting rhythm, and so you can explore those. So this is the vertical cable, huge sound.
Yeah,
So what we're able to do with actually Apple computers, and not just the iOS, but actually the regular Mac OS, is take a lot of these sounds and then tune them and make them into playable sounds in the piece of music that we created. Most people wouldn't know their sounds recorded on the bridge. It sounds just musical. There's harmonies and melodies, and it's in tune and so forth. But that was all due to the Macintosh.
You're basically allowing people to take through the iOS and through the Mac the bridge and make it an instrument.
Absolutely.
And assemble whatever sounds in whatever way to make a piece of music that you want.
And we're called monumental sounds because there are other monuments in the world that we're going to do this to as
Can
well.
you tell us which ones?
In a room full of developers, I don't know.
No, exactly. So, just one more question in here. So you've been seeing these new features and stuff coming out of Apple, and some of the things that they're talking about are going to come later on as this year, progresses. What are you looking at and going, that's going to impact my app? How am I? What kind of things are you looking at to do differently in your app than you did before?
Well, one of the things we immediately noticed was the new graphics that are going to be available in the iOS, and we had already started to plan to make the graphics a little more interactive and even more engaging when people are playing with the app. And so we're going to be utilizing those right there from the beginning.
So focusing on the UI side, the new
Absolutely.
interface that you're seeing.
Absolutely. The audio is great already, and our programmer Gianluca Natalini, who's made almost 100 apps, by the way. He's working with us on ours. He has a great system of the way he controls the sound, and we're able to work with it. So it's probably going to be in the graphic area. But we didn't mention the iRadio, which between Doug and I, we have over 50 songs on iTunes right now.
Great.
So
all done with the app, or
some of them
done
some of them done with the app, and some of them done over the past 30 years. Just regular musicians playing piano or whatever, myself or Doug. And so I think that synergy of having our music there, and for publicity, for selling things, the buy now button, or go to the website and find out more about who these people are. I think that's going to be a really good time, because I think it's going to be a popular service.
Cool. I think that's probably, there's a good chance that's going to be the case.
Yes.
I think it's going to make music even more listened to, and it's
Exactly.
kind of amazing to actually hear that that's going to happen. So,
Yep. Good. Yep.
Well, Paul and Doug, thank you very much for coming by and stopping
Thank you.
by.
Thanks for
and
inviting
tell
us.
Your thoughts.
Yep.
I'm Neil Ticktin. These are the TUAW MacTech interviews with developers talking about the new OSs that are going to be coming out over the course of this year, and we thank you for watching.